Let us discuss today one more topic in Java called array. The basic definition of the array: a group of like type variables defined using a common name, or you can say linked to a common name, right? And what is speciality of Java array? An array in Java works differently from C++. Let me discuss array type. If you see this array type, okay, are of two types. One is called one-dimensional array and another is called two-dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. So what is one-dimensional array? The syntax for declaration: one type of the declaration, you have to write type array variable with square bracket, empty square bracket, that is must be defined. Next part is called allocation. So allocation of memory, array name equal to new operator, and you have to write type and size of the array. Semicolon must be there to terminate. We have one example to declare month, days, and allocate 12 month days, allocate 12 month days. Then we have discussed here month days equal to new int, and the size of this month days is 12. That is, we created 12 integers here. One of the most important thing in array in Java, all the elements of the array will assign 0 values when dynamically allocate memory using new operator. Now next is that all array index start with 0. This is also very important. Next, coming to the point of access elements in array. To access an element in an array, we have to use the concept of, let me, it is called array variable. You have to use here indices I within the square bracket if it is a one-dimensional array. So one example we have seen here, one instance, month days, that is second month, means that second month days. Second month days is equal to 28. Most important that display the array element. Which element? Array element. How do you define that? System.out dot println month days. This println I already told you, it will print first print, then print with a new line. So that is we have also seen. Now this is also type 2. Both declaration and allocation can be done in the same line. Here one example we have seen. Month days, there are for 12 month. We have seen for 12 month how to write the declaration and allocation in the same line. Next, come into the array initialization. We can initialize the array as a list. We can say this is a list here with a comma operator. With a comma operator. So that we have did here. To remember that it is a blank square bracket to write and terminate with semicolon. There are 12 integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And also you can print here. Suppose I want to print month days for the December. What should I write here? So month days. System. So here we can say that display system dot out dot println. Okay, I'll write here December month days, double quote, some space could have provided here, write here plus double inverted comma or double quote plus concatenation, write here month days, and here it is 11. Why? Because indices begins from 0. Now let us come into the multi-dimensional array. In Java, multi-dimensional array is an array of arrays. That is, I can say here there are, this is called array of arrays. Now let us discuss to the syntax here. Type 1. Type array name is a 2D array. So 2 blank square equal sign new. Here your type, this is called the type here, right? And size 1, size 2 within the square bracket, and put the semicolon on that. Here if I say you want to allocate, I mean declare and allocate m cross n size matrix, you can do that. So now you should have a knowledge of the regular array and irregular array. Irregular array, whichever we have discussed here, the matrix form. irregular array, which we have seen that one specific example we'll see here. This is we can say lower triangular matrix. This is the form of this, called irregular array. Now, how to access 2D arrays? So we have to write subscript ij within the square bracket. Either you want to print or assign the value, you can do this one. Now let us take arrays of integer. So you can see under a, if you say there is we define here array of arrays here. Let us to declare and allocate memory for this 24 plus 5, 20 elements. So the allocations process in memory, it is as like this: 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. So like this 0, 3, 0, 4. In the second row, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, this is row 4, and this is called the left index, which we have shown here as the row, and this is the right index. Now let us come to the type 2. Here we can create a lower triangular matrix. How we will do that? Array name, and remember to keep it is blank here. First of all, 2D array, create or declare 2D array with new, let us discuss here 4 rows, and dynamically allocate rooms for each row. So row 1, 1 element. Here we have discussed a regular matrix. This is it is a case for the regular matrix here. So we declared here 4 plus 5. So for each row, this row 1 contain allocate memory for 5 integers. Row 2 allocate for 5 integers. Row 3 allocate memory for 5 integers. Row 4 allocate for 5 integers. Now let us discuss the irregular array. The idea behind that, you have to write here with empty square bracket. Let us discuss that we have to create 5 rows. So this is indication of A0, A1, and it proceeded up to A2, A3, A4. So we have created 5 rows and declare. What is the conclusion we did here? Declare and allocated memory for irregular matrix. This is an alternative way declaration. Instead of writing the square bracket, empty blank square bracket or empty square bracket, right of the variable, you can write before the variable also. So similarly, we can write for 2D array also. Now one more thing is that you can create array variables, any number of array variables in a single line. Declare here single variable, single line. So you see that we have created 3 array, nums, nums2, nums3. Now let us write a Java program using one-dimensional double type array for averaging the array of real values. So let us given the data here 10.1, 11.2, 12.3, 13.4, 14.5. What is the size of the array? Is equal to 5. So class real array is the name of the array class, and under the main method let us create the one-dimensional array, and the name of the array variable reals containing 5 real values, terminate with semicolon. Second, that we have to find the average, hence declare and initialize sum variable. Find the length of the real array variable using the length operator. Then you do one thing. For I equal to 0, I less than length that we have already found goes up to all these 5 elements. After that we have to write system.out of println. Averages we should write in the, rather than writing another line, in the same printf line you can write here sum divided by length. So here you have written here length, so you write here length. Now this is the end of for loop. This is the end of main method, and this is the end of the class. Now let us go to write another program. Write a Java program using 2-dimensional integer array to generate the following output, where order is 3 cross 4 given. So, and let the output pattern 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let us write the program. Name of the class 2D array, public static void main, string args, create or declare 2D array. You see how we have declared here. It is like initialization, like C initialization of array. 2D array we have created. This is the row 1. This is comma. Each row is separated by comma operator. This is row 2 and this is row 3. Each row is a list of integer. Each row is a list of integers separated by comma operator, and here we can, in Java we are talking about separator. Now let us do one thing, that as a very simple program, use the nested for loop concept, because there are two for loop. The outer stand for row, which goes from I0 to I less than 3. Similarly, j equal to 0, j less than 4. It is going to print is a rectangular matrix. And you might have an idea about that, why you have used escape sequence /t to print integer separated with a tab. So similarly, we have to add, and you would have seen that in the outer for loop, inside the outer for loop, we have printed div line operator /n, so that will be result will be printed. So we can line feed here. End of the class. Now let us go to the another program called irregular array demonstration. Write a Java program using two-dimensional array to create a lower triangular matrix and generate the following output. So let us to generate 0, 1, first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. You could have seen that there are 4 rows are there and there are 4 columns are there. But declaration is we are first declaring 4 rows here. So what is the name of the class? Irregular array. This is the first line of the main method. Now single line comment, declare two-dimensional array, and as we declare here, we declare keeping in mind in that the second square bracket at the right hand side must be blank. Also the left hand side 2 bracket should blank. Now allocate memory for the lower triangular matrix. So what I did here, for the row 1 allocate 1 room, for row 2 allocate 2 room, for row 3 allocate 3 rooms. You can allocate as much as you require. But as for the program, as for the question we are following, so 2D, so this is the 4th row. So let us assume, let us allocate 4 integer space for that. Now after that one, array dynamic initialization, we can write here that the values are initialized dynamically at the runtime of the program here. So we read this one here. So 2 for loop, that is nested for loop concept. The first loop goes for 4 rows, and second for loop, the inner for loop, this is called inner for loop. It is printed say pattern like this pattern, it will be printed here 0, 1, 2. So how it is printing 0? Now look at that, initially k equal to 0, this value will be printed. We have not so far printed here, we are assigning this 0, 1, 2, because next time k will be getting incremented here. So 3, 4 and 5, because you have to go for the 4 rows. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So this part is for dynamic initialization. Now print section. Again 2 for loop called nested for loop concept. For first row indicate row traverse, second row, second for loop, for column traverse, now system.out_print, we are printing here with this system.out.print, end of the output for loop and end of the main, end of the class. So you see very carefully that inside the outer for loop we have printed new line character. This is the end of the outer for loop, end of the main method, end of the class. Thank you.